Somebody is in trouble. Or remember back in the day when you was younger, you was like, or man, we got big trouble in Little China, man. We got a lot to talk about here this morning. Happy Friday. Good morning. Welcome back to the Best of Seven Sports Talk. A little bit raspy this morning. Y'all know who I be, Seven Mitchell, man, this morning. We got a couple things to talk about in the NBA, man, because the long arm of the law is making their presence known in the National Basketball Association. We got a situation about vaccines and criminal charges in Toronto I want to talk about in a little bit. But first things first, breaking news out of the NBA. This story blew my mind last night. I wanted to come to y'all late last night with it, but I was a little bit tired, so I said I would get up this morning, go live, and explain some of the situation that we got going on. Now, breaking news, 18 former NBA players have been arrested and charged federally for defrauding the NBA's health and welfare benefit plan out of approximately $4 million, law official reports. Some of the players that were charged that we may be familiar with, former players in the NBA, Sebastian Telfair. We know Sebastian Telfair from the streets. We know that type of pass he's done had. Darius Miles. If I'm not mistaken, Darius Miles was one of those guys that took a shot at LeBron before LeBron came into the league, saying that LeBron can't really do anything but just ride coattails. Like no kid from high school is going to be able to carry their team. Former teammate, Darius Miles. Also, Glenn Big Baby Davis, former world champ of the Boston Celtics, was implicated in this. Now, Terrence Williams hit Tony Allen, Shannon Brown, William Bonham, Christopher Douglas Roberts are among some names that we may be familiar with, especially Big Baby Davis. Now, Terrence Williams, I'm hearing, is the ringleader behind this whole situation. AJ, what's good, my bro? Salute to my guys out in London. So, with this indictment, Terrence Williams, he orchestrated a plan to submit false claims to the NBA's health and welfare benefit plans. Now, Terrence Williams allegedly offered to supply false invoices from a group of former players in exchange for kickback payments to Williams. These guys were trying to do their own damn PPP loan. Wow. All in all, this indictment says that Williams was paid at least $230,000 in kickbacks from 10 other players. The players that was involved in some of their relatives submitted approximately $3.9 million in fraudulent claims and actually received over $2.5 million in payments. There was a press conference held at the USA's attorney's office in New York yesterday about this matter. I'm not quite sure exactly what's going to happen. I know these guys were arrested. They were federally charged. Terrence Williams seems to be the ringleader behind this situation. More of this story is definitely going to come out. But again, Tony Allen, a recognizable name. Sebastian Telfair, Darius Miles, Big Baby Glenn Davis, formerly of the Boston Celtics. All these guys were federally charged and arrested for defrauding the NBA's health and welfare benefit plan out of $4 million. Wow, this is a bad look. This is a bad look for the NBA. Wow. So many storylines is going to come up when we talk about this. People are going to want to know, are the NBA not taking care of their players once they're out of the league? Or are these players just blowing their money? Or are they just this greedy? This is so wild, man. 18 people? And then when you have household names, like how could you find yourself getting caught up in this type of mess? This thing is not going to blow over easy at all. Big time trouble in the NBA. I don't know how Adam Silver and the NBA is going to react to this, but whatever moves they can make, they better do it fast. It's hard because a lot of these guys, or mostly all of them, I believe, they're all former players. So what can you do? I don't think that there's any type of penalty that the league can really hold, but that's light work compared to federal charges. And we talk about millions of dollars being taken. These guys could be going to jail for a prison, not jail, prison. Duct tape, butt raped, all that. Like, it's going to be real interesting to see who snitches on who, what more information we get to come out of this story. But I don't know, man. This was a dangerous. This is fire they playing with. But that's what's going down right now. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this story. 18 former NBA players, they've been arrested and charged federally for defrauding the NBA's health and welfare plan out of approximately $4 million. Congratulations, WNBA news. Congratulations to Candace Parker and the Sky. They're headed to the WNBA finals. That's a big deal. Good look. I really want to show a lot more love to the WNBA. I want to have a co-host that we can really tap into a lot of things that go down in the WNBA in season, off season. I just feel like the league needs to maximize all the exposure, all the promotion they can get, anything big, little, and I'm really interested. Those girls ball, they play hard. We had conversations about, is Candace Parker the greatest of all time over Cheryl Swoops or Lisa Leslie or, a couple other names you could definitely throw out there. But she got a chance to win another championship, which could possibly ice this thing down as far as the GOAT in WNBA. Could it be Candace Parker if she's able to come back to Chicago, back home, and win the championship? Big deal, man. But congratulations to her for doing that. We'll see how this play out. Now, I was telling y'all about what was going down in Toronto when it comes to this vaccine in the NBA. So new sources are reporting NBA players were informed any unvaccinated player who breached the quarantine in Toronto actually will face criminal offenses. Unvaccinated players only will be able to leave hotels for activities, team activities. Violations could lead up to 6 months in prison or $750,000 in fines. So basically, in a nutshell, we had Toronto, we had New York, we had San Francisco that had the mandate, the city with the mandates. So those guys have to be vaccinated in order to play. And now in Toronto, if you do not follow their quarantine, you will be possibly going to prison for up to 6 months and up to a $750,000 fine. So NBA players, man, their backs are really up against the wall when it comes to this vaccine, getting it done. The Brooklyn Nets, they said that they actually had appointments scheduled, or they were under the impression that Kyrie Irving had appointments set for him to take the vaccine, and he didn't show up for the appointments. So honestly, Brooklyn, they're unclear on if Kyrie Irving, what is he going to do with this vaccine? Is he going to take it or not? And they have not actually considered just allowing Kyrie Irving to be a part-time player. I believe to start the season off, more than likely, of course, they're going to have no choice but just to allow Kyrie to play during the road games. But by All-Star break, I could definitely see Brooklyn making a move. It's just unfortunate and it's crazy because everything that you have in Brooklyn right now, it all started because of Kyrie. Don't forget, Kyrie was the first one to Brooklyn. He got KD over there. That new culture that they're trying to build, this was based off of Kyrie Irving from Boston. Now, Kyrie could be the first one gone out the bunch after really and no complete seasons, because the first year they were all hurt. Last year they were hurt. We may not ever see full potential of the Brooklyn Nets and what that could be. And that to me, even though I am a Lakers fan, it would be very unfortunate to see a squad formulate like this: KD, Kyrie, James Harden, and the rest of the people. But because of health or whatever issues, we'd never actually see the product on the basketball court. Win or lose, we definitely want to see the best game. And, for those guys not to be able to consistently play together for whatever reasons is a big loss for the league and its fans overall. But everybody going to do what's best for them. We're just going to have to figure out how this is going to play out when it comes to Kyrie Irving and what the Brooklyn Nets are going to do. But they said that they were under the impression that Kyrie was going to consider doing this, and all of a sudden the appointments were not made, and they unclear if he's going to do the vaccination or not. And they also unclear if they're going to allow him to basically just be a part-time player. We talked about Kevin Durant, the comments he made. He says he wants to see Kyrie back. Maybe he's being naive, but those comments let you know no one's in the wind of what Kyrie is going to do. If KD don't have a clue, then we know no one knows what's up with Kyrie Irving. So we'll have to see how this play out. This is the Best of 7 Sports Talk. I'm Seven Mitchell. Just wanted to chop it up with y'all for a few minutes. I had to go live and let y'all know what was going down with that big federal charge for those 18 former NBA players trying to create their own damn PPP loan. Unbelievable. The NBA got a new 75th anniversary commercial that's out of this world. Michael B. Jordan is a part of this. They got a lot of the superstars of the NBA. They got everybody in it. Magic, Larry Bird, D-Wade, LeBron, you name it, man. Donovan Mitchell, Dirk. They got Kareem. They got Dr. J. They brought out the heavy hitters, man. Bill Russell, Russell Westbrook. Like it's a really good commercial. I was really into it. Drama Tech in the building. Salute to all my guys in the live chat. But yeah, the NBA 75th anniversary commercial just dropped most recently. Real good 2 minutes. I was really impressed with the production on that. NBA season, regular season right around the corner. So I'm really excited. But you guys stay safe, man. Again, happy Friday to all. This is the Best of 7 Sports Talk. I'll keep you guys in the loop to what's going on with these federal charges of these former NBA players. But these guys have lost their damn mind, scamming over $4 million. But this story, man, is far from over because, again, we're going to have to figure out what the hell is the NBA as an association doing with their former players that will want them to link up like this to try to commit this type of scam. Unbelievable, man. But you are now rocking with the best. This is Seven Mitchell. This is the Best of 7 Sports Talk. Hit that like button for me one time. Hope you guys enjoyed this morning's live stream. Y'all stay safe. Have a great weekend. Monday, we'll tap back in. Y'all be good, man. Peace.